Hello, and welcome to one of the few things that I can legitimately say it's cool to have on 3DO. What is 3DO? Panasonic. 3DO,
It all
of
started
course.
so simply.
You don't remember this
I
console?
had just finished my usual morning routine of nude funkercise, fired up the Barca Lounger,
That makes
grabbed a
sense.
quick bite to eat, and prepared
But
to watch some serious
This is a game
tubes.
that I actually really
Little did I
like. It's
know,
not great, but it's
my snack was
aesthetically
sent
pretty interesting,
by
and I
Red.
just have a lot of nostalgia for it. So we're gonna revisit it. This is a series that turns 3D later, and we're definitely gonna try that out as well. I hear it has a mixed reception, but how can you not just love this? Look at that. Cockroach shredder goes straight through the television screen. Fuck going into paintings, man. Paintings are for nerds. What if you jumped straight into televisions and also said snarky, witty references while you did?
Party time!
Then it would be party time. So, I really like just personally seeing these new assets. This didn't exist in the PC, this was a different format. Sweet tape deck setup. Alright, cool. So I don't know how long of a playthrough this is going to be. I just really like having some things worth having on 3DO, and the reason that this is something that I put in that category personally is because this is where it came from. I played it on PC. What do I do again? Save me. Save me from my low attention span. That didn't help. How is it? Okay. It's one of the buttons that I definitely pressed, but I guessed that I didn't. Anyway, I didn't get past stage 1 in this growing up. Love World 1 here. And it also like genuinely scared me a little bit, which was part of it. Okay, alright, I know the button now. I fully get it. I fully understand how to do a Gex.
This reminds me of my last
At least
few
on the
days.
map. Okay, I remember the controls being weird too. Okay, alright, so I can jump on things' heads, but only if I'm holding down and have the sweet cork spring tail. I can tail whip just about everything. It's pretty satisfying when you hit something. And I can eat some snacks. And these controls are really weird, so give me a second and I'm gonna shift around the controller. Okay. Everything's worked out. So, alright, let's eat some sweet pretzels that give us speed boost that I'm supposed to use to jump across this gap, but I immediately blew it on a zombie. Okay, there's a run button somewhere. Let me just find it. There it is. I don't know that I can make that jump without the speed boost, but it doesn't really matter because I can do this because I'm a sweet gecko.
Who opened the can of whoop-ass? Geronimo!
Sassy gecko. You just wait. You just wait. He seems charming now.
Higher, higher, lower.
Probably doesn't even pull that off right now, actually. But you can do stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. I always really liked how you could climb on the walls in this. it gets more complex later, and you can do things like this. And that takes you to a secret, which takes the form of a static portal. How fucking cool is that? How do I go through it? I don't remember. Oh, okay. You press up, but not when I pressed it the first time, because that time was bad for some reason.
This would be great for my collection.
Okay, so here was a place that always confused the shit out of me when I was younger. Because there's clearly something up there. And I couldn't figure out how to get up there. I don't know how I'm supposed to do it. But that's the way that I can do it. I don't know what I don't know what I got for that either. Okay, so the power-ups in this game are really weird. You get something different depending on whether you whip them with your tail or eat them. And it's not always like one is better than the other. You have to really like know the difference. And okay, see, look at this. Pull down while jumping to tail bounce on enemies or blocks. Hold the jump button and push up afterwards for a super spring. So I can't figure that the fuck out. I swear to God it doesn't work. There's clearly something up top, but I don't know. I can't figure it out, so we're not gonna explore it. If I figure it out later, then we will, as a group, make fun of me for it then, to make up for this. So here's the other, also TV bombs, pretty cool. But here's the other cool part of the wall climbing in this. You get to turn into a little gecko ninja star. It's great. Do you see why I might have been a little bit scared when I was a kid though? Cause see, like, you have to understand that this game as a whole is not a horror game at all. It lets you know that hard with the next level after this actually, but you wouldn't know that because the game itself is also very hard. If it doesn't just have the damnedest, coolest aesthetics, but you probably wouldn't make it very far if you played this when you were young. At least that was my experience. You probably wouldn't make it very far today. It is just a little bit intense. All just for a little bit more gecko. But how can you resist wanting more like that? So we have a remote now, and we can use it to turn on any of these, I think. What's my button? Got it.
Gee, Scoob, let's get back to the mystery van.
Didn't get it. There, I got it. Oh, nope, not how it works. Not how it works. Epic troll from the Static Skeleton Man. What's the go into the level button? It was that button before. Right, but I changed them there buttons. I remember something about that. But I mean, just look at this. Like, I've been killing them fast, but that's, like, it's not much, I guess, but it freaked me out a lot as a kid. And I'll let you know when the real thing that just, like, put me off shows up. You'll probably notice it yourself.
And this, and this.
So far, everything's like fantasy tone, at least. Oh my fucking God, he has a chainsaw. So, that was about it for me. A lot of times when I played this originally. Just, holy shit. He moves fast, and he doesn't like do anything extra, like cut you in half or anything. He just scared the shit out of me.
Anything but this.
And Gex's motivational speeches just weren't enough to keep me on the line. even though really they're just things that can be whipped like anything else and die in a single smack of that sassy tail. Polaroid checkpoints.
You cut up his brain, you bloody baboon!
I don't know what that is, but I understand that it's a reference to something. Some famous horror thing. Dirty, dirty horror movie. Haha, I was just thinking and hoping that this was what it was. I was gonna say there's one kind of power-up that you haven't seen yet in this playthrough, and it's what I just got, which is the ability to melt motherfuckers. Can't remember if there's something down here or not. Yeah, okay, there's just that. Right. Okay. It acts like a fire flower, and then it gives you a shield, and also you can melt some motherfuckers. Can't jump on them without a sprong tail, though. I didn't sprong that spring quite right.
It's tail time!
Tail time! Look out! Fucking Jason Voorhees, who I guess got into a fight, perhaps, with Leatherneck. Lost an arm, and then just applied it as such. What he took trophy-wise from his now dead opponent. Because, I mean, obviously, I guess Jason would win, because he's not a crazy man-child. Kind of is, I guess, but in a little bit more competent on his own way, I feel like. Double kill.
It's tail time!
Tail time, that's right. What was I thinking? Double kill. It's tail time. I don't know what those do or could do, but I did them. I did them. I popped them. And now I am falling into my television, and everything is fine. It's fine.
Reminds
I
me of
feel
Ed having
fine.
his birthday keg. Like the Slime Boys, nice touch.
Of course, I forgot the TV remote, and so it was all for naught. I completely forgot that this is objective-based. Probably another reason I didn't get far very often when I played this as a very Wii player. There's someplace obvious that I missed in the last run through here.
My eyes, I can't see.
We hated this thing.
Shit. Okay, I know to eat that one because I know that that's the motherfucker's melting power up, but I don't know anything else really properly yet. I'm pretty sure that at least one of the things that I've been destroying is supposed to be giving me a like full extra handprint heart, but I don't know which one it is.
Hey, reruns of Rhoda.
Ooh! Alright, I think I found where I need to go, but then I died instead. It consumed me,
Let's get back to the
and I
mystery
was
van.
vomited forth from the infernal device.
I'm not in Kansas anymore.
can also do that. Just sweet. Almost makes up for the fact that this is obtuse and obnoxious. Okay, alright, so if I eat an orange one, then I get an extra gecko fingers. I get extra insurance. And if I destroy them, then I don't get shit. Sweet. Tear in the fabric of reality. Cut. Oh yeah, I remember this mechanic, yeah. So, see, this, like, aesthetically, this is a really cool game. There's a lot of static, and the movie tools are neat, and then all this horror stuff, but alright, I ate those before, right? What if I smack it? I didn't get shit. Okay, I don't know, maybe that was a life and I just wasted it now? I have no idea. This just in, I might be wasting my life.
I'm invincible.
Okay, so eat it? Okay. Alright, so yeah, I did fine, I think. You think if alright, I probably need to flip this the other way to get that, you think? Okay, but then I can't get across, can I? Because there's no platforms. Alright. This is a puzzle that's too large for this gecko. I'm riding high on my fucking fire right now, and we're just gonna melt some more people, even though we could have used them to bounce someplace else, but whatever. Let's just survive. Hey, that looks fun. Let's jump in that hole. Wow. Okay, so I didn't remember the lives being like this. Maybe this is a feature of this original version. It's different, I don't know. Alright, let's stick to the wall this time. Fire if you didn't already have it. Very easy to get to this one.
That's it. That's the spot.
And I guess you could always go ahead too. Oh man, I have double fire. I don't remember if it actually gives me 2 hits or not, but it looks like it's going to. That's actually really cool.
I'm working without a net here.
Huh, okay. Wow, yeah, it's extremely liberal with extra lives. I don't know what to make of that. I don't have to know, because I'm both on fire and consumed by winds, and it's clearly making me burn so meltingly hot that my skin just melted everything that I came into contact with. So everything worked out. Look at that big gecko brain. Now, triple on fire. So I remember this game being really hard as a kid, and I've been mostly attributing that to me just being LOL dumb kid. But in my defense, I was playing on a keyboard, and that's why. Now I'm playing with a controller, and it's got really smooth controls. It doesn't have smooth controls if you're playing on a keyboard. I assure you, there is a slight difference in smoothosity. and this is not an easy game. Anyway, although it is giving me a lot in this version, more than I can handle.
This place is weirder than 4th of July at Rick James' place.
Indeed, Gex, that's right. Those are some people that were probably in places in the news. Ah ha ha! Rick James, bitch.
Gee, Scoob, let's get back to the mystery man.
And if you thought that the horrors that you'd
Welcome to
seen
the New
so
York City
far
Mass Transit System.
were horrible, you just wait. Never mind, you don't have to wait. It's right here. It's tomatoes. What every graveyard recipe would just be short without. I love how there's just like static, just in the wall. Reality just tearing apart. But we got pretzels and bubbles. And only some guillotines. So what more could you want? Splat. Well, to melt some tomatoes, of course. Do tomatoes melt? What does a ladybug do? Oh, the boring drugs, whatever it was. What? Tomatoes don't melt? Oh. Oh, this is some extremely, like, shit, I can't think of the right words, like, journalistically worthy discovery here. Maybe. Or it was just some aiming issues on the hill. I'm still not convinced that I can't melt tomatoes. Ha! You can definitely melt tomatoes. I don't know what else I thought really would happen. I don't know.
That's the spot.
Would a tomato melt? I don't think it would. I think that's unrealistic and terrible, terrible design. Maybe if it's a killer tomato, though, it would melt, though, actually. That does kind of feel different when you add that class modifier to it.
Well, I'll dip in fudge. Soylent Green is good.
Sweet.
Soylent Green is good.
He's really pushing that point. I guess that's what's in the bubbles that give me extra life. That makes sense. You know, he's a pretty fucking big gecko, and I feel like, honestly, a gecko of this size probably would eat other geckos. That was a weird dismount jump, but alright. Didn't kill me, so I guess I don't really care. But I'm just saying. Terrible, terrible place to leave a pretzel. But at least I got a picture to remember it. It was fucking hilarious, man. You were just sitting on tomatoes. I don't know what you were on. You thought you were in the television, and you seemed to think you were a gecko. Man, you ate a fucking bug that crawled out from underneath the couch. Said it gave you fire breath. Okay, so Ladybug is healed. Understood. swear that there's at least one thing that you're supposed to like whip instead. Or at least you have an option that is like somewhat useful. I don't know. Will I be broken down into checking a manual? That is the question. Well, not right now, because right now there's an outbreak of tomatoes,
Let's get
and
nice to the
it
mystery
desperately
man.
needs my attention. So as I said, not sure how long I'm gonna be playing this this one. This is probably maybe, if I just sit on some tomatoes a little bit better here, probably maybe gonna be a one-off. I'm just getting my tomato sitting
Like a slime boy.
feel
Next up.
locked in, really getting my those glute muscles. Probably what controls the tail, right? Really getting them calibrated. I want to show you the next world, and I want to pretend that I'm interested in the next world for like a good minute or so, maybe even 2. And then I think I'm gonna be done. This isn't a particularly long memory. Wow, that was a shit show of a tomato placement. Fuck you, man. All right, that helps. Get him. Fucking show him get nice. Vicious lizard attacks. So I don't know how I didn't get that last time, but apparently I didn't. So that sucks. And that's something? What's this? Interesting. Nice. Anything else over on the other side though? Ooh, just a tear in reality.
It's bonus time!
Oh, I like this one. So you remember that thing? Well, now it's the main thing, yo. Nice. Perfect. Extra mode. I think is what I got right. So I think I can use that to have my like selection now of 2 levels that I can go to, which is pretty neat. Sit on that tomato right good. And aha. Right. Yeah, imagine doing this on a keyboard. As interesting looking and seemingly sounding as this game is, I just couldn't get past a lot of this intense platforming with what God gave me at the time. Luckily, God has since bought me a more powerful computer, so all worked out. Mysterious ways and plans and all that.
Kill your TV, man.
Yeah, if you're watching at home, smash your television right now,
Let's get nice to the mystery man.
because Gex told you to. Wasn't me. I just highlighted what the lizard man told me to tell you. Lizard men are everywhere. But you know what is not everywhere is probably the original Gex being Let's Plays played right now. That was just a butchered sentence there, and damned if I'm gonna remember to come and edit just this little part probably, so that's just in there. We're just living with that now. You know what there's probably not a lot of right now is Gex Let's Plays, so if you're interested in seeing more, join me back for more later, and we will play through at least one more episode, I guess, to finish this first world and do my 1 to 2 minutes. We'll see.